we're going to start by coming to a seated position on our mats. Starting with your knees bent, you can go ahead and place the right ankle directly over the left knee. So we're setting up for a modified ankle over knee pose here. We're going to keep our knees bent and scoot our seat in closer to our foot. And you can stay here with your torso lifted and breathe into the right hip crease. If you'd like to increase the stretch, you can always scoot your seat a little bit closer to your foot. And if you'd like to decrease the stretch, you can scoot your seat back. I'm going to set up on the other side when you're ready. So again, this time the left ankle will cross over the right knee. Bend the knees. Keep the torso lifted. And then just find that place where there's just the right amount of both effort and ease. And breathe here. And see if you can really send the breath into that left hip crease. And then as you're ready to release, you can scoot your seat back and uncross your legs. And just shake it out if you need to. Then we're going to set up for ankle over knee pose. So the original version, or fire log pose, starting by bringing your right shin parallel with the top of your mat. And we'll stack the hips here. So bring the ankle over the knee. Sit up tall through the spine. If you have a gap in between your knee and your ankle here, you can bring a blanket or maybe a block in to fill the gap. Otherwise, just stay just as you are. And breathing here. And once you feel as though this is complete on this side, you can go ahead and shake it out. I like to just windshield wiper my legs from side to side for a nice gentle release of the hips. Eventually setting up on the other side. This time bringing the left shin parallel with the top of the mat, stacking the right ankle over the left knee. Keeping the feet flexed is to protect your knee. And then once again, you can choose to stay here, or perhaps you can fold forward, hinging forward at the hips. As you can tell, my hips are very tight. And so if I wanted to, I could bring a block or maybe a blanket to kind of fill that gap. But as always, just finding that place wherever you are, accepting that, and breathing into it. And when you're ready to release, you can gently uncross your legs. Again, windshield wipering your legs now from side to side for a nice gentle release. And then as you're ready, we're going to make our way back to a downward facing dog. So however you want to get there. And once you arrive in your downward facing dog, we're going to get ready to set up for pigeon pose. So you can go ahead and lift your right leg up behind you. And then exhale, bring it through, bringing the right knee to meet the right wrist crease. Making about a 45-degree angle with your right foot. Sit up tall through the spine. And check in with your alignment. Make sure that back leg is pointing straight behind you. And that it's not sickling either to the right or to the left. And then once you're ready, on an exhalation, you can go ahead and fold forward at the hips. Really melting into this hip opener. And remembering to find that place where there's just the right amount of both effort and ease. And seeing if you can really breathe here. Go ahead and take one more breath here. And then as you're ready, you can go ahead and press down into the earth. Lift yourself back up. Bring your hands closer to the midline. Untuck the toe. Lift the hips. Make your way back to a downward facing dog. If you'd like to pedal out the feet here, or maybe shake your hips from side to side for a nice gentle release. And then we'll set up on the other side. Go ahead and lift the left leg. Bring the left knee to the inside of the left wrist crease, creating about a 45-degree angle with the left leg. Point the right leg straight back behind you. Take an inhale to sit up tall through the spine. And then on your exhale, you can fold forward and release. And just see if you can soften here and really tune into your breath. And if your mind begins to wander, as it often does, see if you can return back to your breath. And just focus on the inhale and the exhale. And take a couple more breaths here. As you're ready, you can go ahead and slowly begin to lift back up. Press down into your hands and the ball of your back foot. Find a downward facing dog. Again, you can pedal the feet or windshield wiper the legs, shifting the hips, whatever you need to release this pose. And if you'd like, you can begin to walk forward, finding a standing forward fold at the top of your mat. On an inhale, coming all the way back up to stand. And then exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose.